So Arsenal 0, Brighton and Hove Albion 3. We could have gone 1 point behind Manchester City with that win today if we had got a win. We would have made it go right down to the wire, really. They've got a big Champions League game coming up in midweek, Tuesday, I think it is, or Wednesday. They've got Chelsea at the weekend, which they now can win the title against Chelsea. And bottled it again, literally on the beach. They've got the towels down. They've got up early. Ben White's out in Ibiza with Wayno, like he's loving life. Spineless, mate. Absolutely spineless. Top Gooner's leaving. There was a new sign in the stadium today. I don't know if you see it. It said, "Keep the faith, trust the process." Okay, mate. I guarantee that guy took that sign and left on about 80 minutes with the rest of them. But they were walking down the lane. They didn't back their manager, did they, matey? Talk to me, man.
You know, Gunnar, this is going to be a classic one. This is going to be classic. We sat here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, and we have literally told y'all this was going to happen. We got ridiculed in the comments because I look at the comments. We got chastised. We got retweeted. You have folks putting up clips. Lee Gunner's lying. You had all. I've been watching. I've been sit back watching. I sit back and I watch. I watch from the shadows. Let me tell you something. Next year, you got your wish, everybody. We're in the Champions League. We're in the Champions League.
Goosebumps, mate. Goosebumps under the lights.
Yeah. I want you to realize that the team that was just the team that just lost today, 3-0 to Brighton, it's going to be in the Champions League next year. So if we're struggling against Brighton and
West Ham, Southampton took 4 points off of us. No, sorry, 2 points off us. So we dropped 4 points against the team that are relegated as worst in the league.
Yeah, and we just lost to a team that just got pounded by a relegation team. And I'm supposed to believe that the process has arrived. Let me tell you something, Gunnar. I tweeted out today. I tweeted Arsenal are a decade away from where they need to be. A decade. We are nowhere near close. We're nowhere near close. We're not challenging for the Champions League next year. I'm just throwing it out there now. Just reality. We're not challenging for the Champions League next year. As far as I'm concerned, don't come over here. I don't want that team coming over to the United States. No, not that team. You better have 12 new people in that team. Fresh. The manager needs to be removed. The director of football needs to be removed. This was a complete capitulation of the highest order this year. This is one of the worst self-destructions I have ever seen. 8 points clear. Now you're behind 4. I said 6 a couple weeks ago. I said we'd probably be 6 points behind.
Yep.
And then here we are today. A game. This is why I sent it to you in the chat today. If 1 ounce of pressure and they fall apart, just fold like a house of cards. 1 ounce. Where were the Warriors at today? Where were the Warriors? Where were the men? Where was the pride? You're at home. You know what you need to do. Hey man, we may not can win it, but we damn sure gonna go down swinging. And instead, you got swung on. I mean, we look like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest today. That's what we look like today.
The contrast from watching Manchester City before.
Yeah.
I played earlier.
With Everton.
Yeah, my friend texted me. He won the league, by the way. He won the league with his girls 2 years in a row. Yeah, and the girl said that we ain't going to celebrate until we win the cup double. So we do the double, the cup and the league for the second season in a row. He texted me earlier, yeah? Listen to this. Where is he? There he is, my boy Jolien. Big up Jolien. Yeah? Check this. I can't play the whole thing. Yeah, I can't. He said, I love Man City, bro. Their football and their philosophy is art in its purest form. Yeah? In its purest form. He is absolutely spot on because everything about that football club from top to bottom is why we smashed Highbury down. That is what we were supposed to be doing. And people could talk about oil money and the whole state and the whole country back. No, if we had done what we were supposed to do and were doing what we were supposed to do, it don't matter about Man City, bro. We were 8 points clear. And Caicedo today was easily the best player on the pitch. But don't worry, Edu kept great relationships with him.
Friends, how many of us have them? Friends, ones we can depend on. It's 90. That's what $90 million get you, Liga. You get a man who just walked through that.
Right back, bro. It's right back.
He just slaughtered everything that came down there where he was. $90 million gets you that. Well, now guess what? Yesterday's price is not today's price. So get ready to pay more money. And more than likely, it's going to go to a giant if somebody goes in. We're not getting him. We've missed the opportunity again. That's another opportunity gone. Yep. We are done, Lee. We're done. We're not. Let me throw this out there. I know I'm going to piss off some folks today, Lee. We're not even going to be in the same position we're in next year.
No.
We're close.
Bro, he can't be throwing out a reserve team in the second leg of around the 16 Champions League tie, because that's what he did in the Europa League.
In the Europa League.
2-2 at Sporting. He throws Odegaard on the bench, all the others on the bench. Why?
I mean, we struggle against Celtic. They're a Champions League team next year. Bro, this whole thing.
We could genuinely be in a group with Inter Milan and Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Inter Milan are about to get to the final.
I mean, you saw Dzeko the other night. You saw that.
Mkhitaryan.
Mkhitaryan. Yeah, you saw it. Yeah, you saw it. We checked each other. Yeah, we checked each other. You saw it. I'm telling you, man, we are done. This manager, this fan base, these top gooners, they have got to look at this. They have to. I want all of them to sit there tonight and look at what we've been telling you all. Because next year, y'all going to find, like you said it earlier today, you're going to finally come back next year and say, y'all are right. Y'all are right.
Bro, we're rats, mate. There's a rat there for a reason. Some freaking Nick told me I'm a rat. Yeah. Anyone who don't like Arteta is a rat. Cool. There's a rat there. Yeah. Then it's you're in the mud because we were fourth and then bottled it and finished fifth. But I'm in the mud. You're in the mud, Matt. Yeah. Then this year, because we're like, yo, we're in a title race. Yeah. Now let's go out, and we said it on fan cams before the World Cup, during the World Cup when we did shows and stuff like that. Yeah. All the way through. This is where we make or break the season now. Go and sign top players in January. We come back with a Polish kid who, by the way, was on his knees. I don't know if he was tying his shoes up or trying to gnaw off the striker that scored. Like, I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, like we signed him. We signed Jorginho, who looked out of his depth today, by the way. Yeah, but for that calming experience in midfield. And we signed the top baller, who was our player of the month in March, and ain't had to start since until. Well, he didn't even start today. He came on off the. He ain't started the game since the end of March. Yeah. And it's like, that's our January window, but we kept good relations with Brighton, mate. Declan Rice has given his word, matey. Declan Rice has given his word.
Yeah, he's given his word. Mate. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like, but
and
if you think we ain't told these people this.
And if you think Declan Rice alone is going to elevate this team to the next level, I got a bridge right out there in my backyard that I'm willing to bring out and give it to you. There's no way, Lee. It's time out for it. It's time out. It's time out for the stupidity. Because this is all it is. It's not a PR spin, the journalists, all of the hype, the new kits, the soccer signing, all this is BS. The reality of this situation is Arsenal Football Club are nowhere near challenging for anything else. We're done. We're going to go into next season scraping barely to get fifth. If we keep it like it is, we'll probably be scraping fifth, sixth at best. Everybody else is going to elevate around us. De Zerbi, people are like, well, how did Brighton? I mean, go look at his resume. The man's from Italy. He knows defense. The man knows what he's doing. I mean,
how many Brighton's players start for Arsenal? Caicedo definitely. McAllister maybe. Other than that, no.
Yeah.
So how are they beating us? What phase are they in?
Yeah, it's somebody put it in your chat. Somebody said, a gentleman said that they're put together better than we are. They're just put together better than we are. And what happens is that comes down to the manager. He's a novice. The man is a textbook novice. It's 3 years. He had a FA Cup water breaks and all this stuff going on and timeouts and you can get the team organized.
Miami got him to the semi anyway.
Yeah.
Or did he have the Sheffield? Maybe he had the quarterfinal.
I can't quite remember. Yeah, I can't quite remember.
Danny Ceballos, 98th minute. VAR saved our backside because they had 2 goals offside, ruled out by VAR in that game.
Yeah.
And then Danny Ceballos, 96th minute.
Lee, At what point will people realize that this manager, and I'm not, I'm
I'll
not
tell
going
you at
to
what point, Matty, yeah? When we are pammed next season. He is getting sacked by Christmas because I tell you what, yeah? We've had the rat, we've had the in the mud, we've had the flip flop. Next year, hashtag you were right. Or I told you so.
Told you so.
It says it on your screen. Next year, you told us so.
Yeah.
And guess what? And when that moment happens, and listen, I wish it had all gone the other way. And I know you do.
Yeah.
I wanted to win the league, bro. And at points, we believed we were going to win the league.
Yeah.
But you know what? We'll never do that again because this club has a history of
A failure.
Bottling.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can laugh at Tottenham all we like. We've bottled a league on a 12-point swing in 5 weeks and a 15 or 16 goal swing on goal difference.
Yeah.
Bro, Fergie lost the title when Wenger caught him. I don't think it was a 12-point swing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was, yeah. Right. Wenger lost the title when Fergie caught him. They both did it. Yeah? And it was big. Yeah. Kevin Keegan, I'd love it. Yeah. 12-point. Bro, we have been top 93, 94, 95% of the season. Doesn't matter how good they are. If we beat West Ham and we beat Southampton and we beat Liverpool when we were winning 2 out of them 3 games anyway, and one of them teams just been relegated, we'd still be top.
Lee, that's just another feather in the cap of Arteta breaking another record. That's just another record that's been broken this year. That's gone the wrong way. We have.
Go on.
I was going to say this is that it's not bottling, Lee. It's a culture of losing. We have a culture of losing that needs to be.
He's changed the culture, mate, to the point where everyone's saying we're overachieving. What a great culture!
Well, if you call 8 points clear, and like you said, a 6-point swing or whatever, if that's overachieving, then damn, boy, I sure hate to see what success look like. Because that is about as bad as it gets. Bottom line here, Lee, wholesale changes need to be made in this team. Players need to be sold. Soccer should have been sitting down. He stuck it up the last 2 months. Hadn't done anything since he got back from the World Cup. You've got players like Nketiah that need to be moved on. You got players like Vieira that needs to be sold. We've got a lot of surgery that needs to be done in this team. And unfortunately, the reality is we're not going to probably do anything. We'll sign some guy from Madagascar and we'll keep moving.
On that bombshell, we're out of here, bro. Listen, love as always, mate. And 2 more games. I'm pretty much on the beach, like Ben White and then the rest of them, mate. So yeah, 2 more games. We'll go through the motions for the last 2. Don't worry, Ian Wright will be wheeling out merch in 2 weeks' time at home against Wolverhampton, and all the lemons are going to buy it. Sub to Matty's channel, Southern Gooner, and yeah, man, we're out of here.
Porto Banu settings, baby.
Told you so.